Cheers, my love.
It is a beautiful day here.
Finally.
Finally. Yeah.
Cheers.
Gorgeous.
We're going to go to the beach.
Makes me so happy. Rick said I got some tan lines here.
Yeah. Welcome to your Daily Smash for Wednesday, June 21st, 2023. I'm Rick.
I'm Kelly.
We're having a little rosé during the day.
Oh, hump day?
This is some Ilia Rosé, which actually got 86 points from Wine Enthusiast. This stuff, the Monastrell, you're going to love this rosé. And it's a perfect time, summertime, to have some.
Summertime.
Summertime.
Clinky, clinky, a drinky, drinky. I am so proud that they got those awards on this.
Not just 86 for the rosé, which is awesome. The Chardonnay got 90.
Wow.
And the Moscatel Macabeo got 91.
That's amazing.
Which means I get to say Moscatel Macabeo again. I wonder what the Roble Red got, because I love that Roble.
I'm just so proud of
Layla Joy Williams?
Of Layla Joy Williams. I mean, that if you guys go back, she's on our Patreon or is she on our YouTube?
Both.
Both. She's amazing.
I can include a little clip from Layla Joy.
Yeah.
Meet Layla Joy once again.
Even more than the fashion, I really enjoy this. I love learning. There's so many things that I'm meeting so many more people. The price point is different, so people are a lot more open to trying things. You know, my whole thing was always stilettos and, sexy. That's not for everybody. And it's really nice to develop a product in the brand that's for everybody, and even so much of that we're developing a non-alcoholic beverage as well. I'm loving it. It's a lot of work. It's not something where I'm just slapping my name on something and, I'm involved in every single aspect.
And if you go to Ilia.com and use the discount code RickandKelly20, you'll get 20% off. 20% off.
I'm so excited to put my feet in the sand.
Yeah, we haven't done that in a while.
And get grounded.
Yeah, you got to get grounded. It's very important. So I wanted to bring this up before I forgot. You mentioned Shannon called you yesterday when we were at the DMV.
Yes.
And you think it was a butt dial.
I think it was a butt dial.
And then today you got another phone call.
Dude, you're not gonna believe this. Today, Asia just texted me. I just got an incoming call.
You didn't share her phone number, did you?
No, I didn't share her phone number.
Heather Dubrow.
Today.
Heather Dubrow. And Kelly goes, why is Heather Dubrow calling me? I was like, how does Heather Dubrow have your phone number? She goes, we were on a TV show together. I was like, yeah, okay. I get it.
I go, did you call me? No response. So Rick,
I have a theory.
Rick has a theory about this.
Basically that if you talk about someone, because these phones are too smart now, they listen to you and they'll bring up that person on the screen.
Do you have your phone on you right now?
We're recording a show on it.
Oh, okay.
But if you're talking about something, you know how it'll pop up, you'll get a pop-up ad or something will just show up on your phone. I think sometimes if you say someone's name, they'll pop up on your phone, and then maybe she just hit the wrong button and called Kelly out of nowhere. And Shannon might have done the same thing the day before.
You think that these phones are listening to us?
Oh, 100%.
And you think that they might have been saying and then it called them?
I think people talk about you all the time, including, believe it or not, Heather Dubrow.
That's funny. She called me. I'm like, why is Heather Dubrow calling me? And Rick goes, why does she have your phone number?
Yeah. We should crank call her.
Should I crank call her?
No.
Should I call her and see if that's her number?
Oh, you think maybe she changed her number and someone else was calling you?
Well, yeah, and it says Heather Dubrow.
Maybe that was the person who called a little while ago and said you texted them.
No, because that was
a six something.
That was a six something.
We blocked
number.
that number.
Her phone number starts with the 310.
Oh.
310.
Don't say the rest of the digits unless you want to. That would be doxing. You can't do that.
Is that against the law to do that?
I think they frown on it. It's not a good idea.
Tamara did that to me.
She did.
Yeah, she doxed me. She gave out my phone number on a Which Way Happens Live.
I can't believe they didn't beep that out or take it out somehow.
She said it. And
it was live.
And I got a whole bunch of phone calls like crazy. No, she had somebody, I don't know how it happened. Then Shannon goes, we're talking about like Gretchen or something. And then Shannon goes, remember when Tamara gave out Gretchen's phone number and everybody started calling her? I go, no, Shannon, that was me. Tamara did that to me.
That's not cool. We can't do that.
Can I give Tamara's phone number out? I have it.
Probably not.
I would never do that.
I don't want to get banned more than we're already being banned.
I would never do that. I would never do that.
Tell us
That's a horrible thing to do.
Yeah, no, we don't want to do that. Tell us what happened to your butt today.
Oh, when I got it shook?
Yeah.
So I used to do this thing called electric light fit, okay? And you go in the suit and it does these electric magnetic things, okay? And it worked. My butt was up like this. Now I have a Mexican flat butt. I do. And I do everything I can. I don't do everything I can. I really don't work on my butt as much as I should. Anyways, Cosmetic Care said, hey, I want you're going to see results. Do this. It's like electric stimulation on your butt. And it's Cold Sculpting has it. And it's a little bit better than M-Sculpt. A little higher, whatever, range or whatever. So I said, okay, I'll try it. So I've been doing it. And then I went for a walk with my girlfriend, Melanie, around Balboa Island. That was pretty, all the way around. And then I went to...
We have a video. Because you dropped off some stuff at the post office and one box didn't have a prepaid label on it. So we rode our bikes over there to...
I walked
try and rectify it.
6,900 steps today so far.
A couple miles. We rode our bikes over there to try and rectify the situation, maybe pay for the postage. More on that in a minute. But Kelly had a little accident while she was waiting for me because there were like 10 people in line inside and one person behind the counter. By the way, thank you, U.S. Post Office, for only employing one person. It must have been a 15, 20-minute wait.
All government jobs are like that.
I don't know
Everything that you see that the government does, it's like that.
I don't know if it's
you can't
technically...
even get a freaking passport.
I'm not sure.
You can't even get a passport. Like, our government is so backed up, it's ridiculous.
I'm not sure it's technically a government job. Even though it's the U.S. Post Office. I'm not sure.
It's government. It's not a private. It's not a private. It's a government job. Rick?
This came up before.
I know. Because anything that's government jobs, everything's slow. Everything takes forever. There's no reason to get on it. See? That's what happens.
Oh.
Big
you were right. I was
happens.
wrong. Oh, they're Oh, I see. So they're both.
Oh.
Letter carriers who deliver mail are public servants. We are career and non-career government, and so they are government employees.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought they weren't. There was this came up one time in a story, but I don't need to get into that now. We can talk about it more tomorrow when I figure out what the hell is going on.
Yeah, anything the government does is slow-mo.
Oh, so here's the video.
So I, before my butt thing I did this morning at Cosmetic Care, I dropped off a bunch of boxes at the post office, and Rick goes, well, how much did it cost to mail my book? Well, I'm like, well, I put everything in the bin. There's a bin there. I put all my pickleball paddles and everything in. I'm like, I didn't do that. So we came back on our bikes. Here's our bikes. So Rick went in. I'm on watch, and there was 10 people deep. So I start doing ab work.
Oh, sorry.
Like this. Start doing ab work. And so I'm sitting here. I'm like, you know what? I might as well get some butt work in. I went like this. Bam! Hit my head hard on this. Almost knocked myself out. Luckily,
Oof.
I have a hard head. But damn, that hurt. I have like a little bump on my head.
Did you see stars?
I did. Just going like this.
Whack.
Bam! Hard. That thing is hard. Look.
Yeah. You're okay? You okay to ride home?
I'm okay to ride home.
God, I hope so.
Okay.
I'm so glad you're okay.
I know.
You rode home without incident.
I know. I have a little bit of a headache. And It's not from this because this is my first drink.
I did want to share this video from in case you missed it on yesterday's show. Not to make fun of what's going on, because we're going to talk about this submersible that went missing, looking for the Titanic. But there was this moment during the show when I brought up the Titanic, and you said this.
Dude, it's like the Bermuda Triangle over there.
Yeah.
That goes missing. The Titanic sinks, and then now this. Dude, it's like the Bermuda Triangle.
Rick watched that last night after we were done.
When I was editing,
When he was editing it, and he goes,
I was like, wait, so the Titanic, which was more than 100 years ago, happened, and now this?
That's what I said.
Like,
and Rick goes, the Titanic sunk like 100 years ago. Now this? Like, really?
like first thing, invent electricity, and now this? As if one thing happened yesterday.
I go, it would have been funnier or more fun or whatever.
Yeah.
If you would have said it
At the time?
at the time.
I agree.
Then.
But too late
But
now?
he wasn't paying attention when I said it. He was thinking of the next thing to talk about.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some of our. Did you do any things that people wrote
Comments?
us? Comments?
I haven't, but I can call some up right now if you like.
I sent you some this
Oh, those that you sent me. Do you
Yeah.
want to read me the ones you sent me?
Yeah. Did you want to do something else?
Well, I was going to talk about the submersible and the latest
Oh,
information
yeah.
on
Go
it.
ahead with the submersible.
There's a new report that Ocean Gate Expeditions, which owns that submersible that went missing, waited 8 hours to report it. So they first found out Sunday morning that there was a problem at 9:45 a.m., but they didn't report it to any authorities until 5:40 p.m. that night. And the suggestion is, well, if they had reported it right away, they could have scrambled ships and aircraft right away.
Oh, really? What are aircraft going to do?
Well, there's one theory is that this thing is bobbing on the surface of the ocean somewhere, and they have zero contact with anyone, and they're just like trapped in this submersible, but it's floating, but it's in the middle of nowhere, middle of the ocean.
Up to the surface?
It could have floated up to the surface.
Okay, can they like open a thing where they can get air?
I don't know about that, but they would only have so much food and water on there, and if they don't find them within, I don't know, a week or 2 weeks, who knows? Like, what if someone has a health issue, if they need medication? I mean, some of these guys are older on there. So anyway, the thing was missing for 8 hours.
I want to know if there's like a thing where they can like lift up. I mean, I'm sure there's Coast Guards up and down that area.
They scrambled all kinds of aircraft and ships, but they're searching an area that's like the size of Connecticut. That's where this thing went missing.
Connecticut's small.
It's hundreds and hundreds of square miles. I mean, it's a huge area in the middle of the ocean.
Okay, well, I don't know.
You got to do like a grid search.
Oh, wow.
So
do you think it went to the surface?
Well,
or do you think it went straight down?
One theory is that this missing Titanic-bound tourist submarine, and in case you missed it, four people paid up to $250,000 each to ride on this thing down to the bottom of the ocean where it's 12,500 feet deep and see the remnants of the Titanic at the bottom of the ocean.
Why?
That's what
Why can't you just go on National Geographic and just watch the Titanic and then there you go?
I guess they wanted
There's no more like goodies down there, is there?
I don't know. But they're not leaving this thing and going in there.
Oh.
They're just like viewing it from this. It's an adventure.
I'll view it from the Titanic with Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet.
It's a rare experience.
I'll view it from my couch right here.
Do you know that more people have been to outer space than is deep in the ocean as the Titanic's wreckage?
What would you rather? Go out into space, which there's no oxygen, or go really deep down into the ocean with no oxygen?
I wouldn't want to do either one, but I think I'd probably pick the ocean because going into space takes a lot longer to get there and come back, doesn't it?
I don't know.
I mean, if I could do it in a day, I would go to space.
You would go to space?
I would go to space.
I pick space rather than go down to the ocean.
You would?
Because I have a fear of sharks, and I have a fear of octopuses, and I have a fear
You have a fear of octopuses.
of drowning.
a drowning.
But
I have a fear.
But you
of
don't
all
like
those
being
things.
in tight spaces either. You don't want to be
And
confined.
I don't want to be confined. Well, I would feel, I'd feel confined in one of those spacesuits.
Yeah, you would. How about more people have traveled to outer space than been to the bottom of the ocean?
Wow.
I mean, that's crazy. And he also
What do
said
you think's prettier?
space.
No, the
Actually,
ocean.
I'm a little freaked out going under the water.
I'm freaked out of going into space.
I'm not scared of a lot of things, but I had a bad experience when I was a little kid, like out at sea. And now, anytime I'm like underwater or looking at the fish, I get like a little.
Anxiety?
I still get anxiety from it.
Oh, wow.
60 years later, 60.
Well, he won't eat Brussels sprouts because his mom shoved them
those-
down his throat.
That was those were beets.
Oh, beets.
She was like this. I don't want to eat my beets. She goes, eat your beets. I go, I don't want to eat my. She gets up, comes around the table, scoops up the beets in her hand, and goes in my face.
And they're therapists?
Yeah.
Both your parents are therapists?
Yeah. People are not confident that this ship will be found, or that they'll find the 5 people on board alive. They're saying that it could be stuck in that shipwreck. It could have made it down to the bottom, and they've
And
been
it's
cruising
stuck
around, and it could have gotten stuck.
in the ship.
Yeah.
Can't they go down there? I mean, can't we?
No, because it's
Well, I'm
12,500
sure there's
feet.
submarines that can go down there, right?
Yeah, but there's no way they can get there in time.
So they only know that there's 4 days that they can live if anything happened?
They have at this point, about 35 hours, like 1.5 days worth of oxygen left. That's it.
And then they're...
Sounds
What
like
would you do? What would you do if you knew?
Oh.
Dude, I would go into my pill box and take every gosh darn pill quickly so I don't have to suffocate.
How about you paid $250,000 for what you thought would be an experience of a lifetime, and it turns out to be the last experience of your lifetime?
It's not funny.
I have a
I'm sorry. It's not funny. It's not. I don't know why.
Was it
I'm
worth it?
laughing. Was it worth it? Oh, I'm going to die.
One of the people on board this thing brought
They
his 19-year-old son along.
That's just bad parenting right there.
You can't say that.
I just did.
But I have to do this in the news story because this is a perfect segue to in the news.
In the news.
So, the stepson of one of the guys on board, who's a billionaire, went to a Blink-182 concert.
Of course he did. He's a stepson. He's like, die, bitches.
I want to read this article in the New York Post. As crews race against the clock to locate and rescue the passengers of the submersible that vanished while visiting the Titanic wreck, the stepson of one of the missing didn't let the unfolding ordeal keep him from one of his passions, rocking out with Blink-182.
I like Blink-182. It's one of my favorite bands as well. But I don't think, if I did have a stepdad, I don't think I would go to the Blink-182 concert.
Brian says, whose billionaire stepfather Hamish Harding is one of the 5 people who could be trapped in total darkness 12,000 feet down beneath the Atlantic Ocean with about 40 hours of oxygen left at the time of this writing, shared Monday that he was attending a Blink-182 concert in California. Quote, it might be distasteful being here, but my family would want me to be at the Blink-182 show, as it's my favorite band, and music helps me in difficult times.
Oh, punk ass bitch. Let me see what this Brian looks like.
My family would want me to be here.
Brian says as? That Brian just came into some money. Let's just put it that way.
Maybe he's celebrating
Maybe
that part of it, the
celebrating.
story.
Oh my
20
gosh.
minutes earlier, he posted, Hamish, my stepdad, is lost in a submarine. Thoughts and prayers that the rescue mission will be successful. And then he posts, I'm at the show.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, at the show.
Rocking out.
Yeah. Poor kid.
Is he British? Is that who that is? Go up more.
You want this guy?
Yeah.
Well, that's the Mirror.
It says
Yeah, British billionaire, Hamish Harding. But
So
the
so the
stepson
stepson flew
lives in California.
Oh, he lives in
I
California.
think so.
Or he said he went to a concert in California.
He did. I don't know where he lives. I haven't done that much research.
Szazazz.
Szazaz.
Is that the same last name as a billionaire?
No.
I mean, well, I don't know. You could adopt.
The billionaire is Hamish.
Oh, Hamish.
Hamish Harding.
Hamish Harding.
Yeah, and that's the stepson.
Wow.
Anywho, music does heal, and music makes the heart grow fonder. No, that's absence.
Absence.
But music has healing properties.
So does the sand and the sun.
If you were missing, and you found out I went to a concert, and I said, I'm going to the concert because it makes me feel good, and Kelly would want me to go, what would you say?
I would say I don't want you to go, first and foremost. I want you to be at home worrying about me crying.
And I would be.
That's essentially the gist of what I would say.
Right.
I want you in mourning. I want everybody crying at my funeral.
Yes. Which, of course, I will.
I want everybody.
I'm going to ball buckets.
Yes. I want everybody to cry at my funeral. Just letting you guys all know.
I'm going to cry right now just thinking about it.
Yeah, right.
Don't go anywhere, okay? I need you.
Okay, I need you too.
On that note,
I don't need you. I want you.
I want you, baby. I want you to want me.
Wait, can I read some of the
the comments?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to read some of the comments. And I like this one. And this is from xaur.x. Aurora. X Aurora X. Some compromise suggestions. You could watch the show live with your Patreons, like the full episode there, and still do a short recap here. You should even post the full unedited version of your recap there first, and then post the edited short recap here at the end of the week. That will be their incentive to watch in both places. I really hope you keep posting them here. Love you guys.
We're talking about the Real Housewives of Orange County recaps that we do every week. We had discussed potentially putting them on Patreon, where we do our weekly, much longer podcast. And for now, we're going to keep them on here on YouTube, and we hope you guys will watch and support our show. At some point, we may move recaps to Patreon, but for now, we're going to keep them here.
Yeah, we got a lot of great business smart strategies. And it says, keep your recaps here. Brings people here to see how awesome you guys are. And then it may make peeps want to hear you from your content channel.
Yeah.
Which I think is a great idea. Me, Shelly, Mac, 2800.
Thank you for that.
Thank you very much.
Let's go to the beach.
Wait, hold on. I have another one that was pretty good. It said, good job, Ilya. And then, with all you're going through the original pickleball court, contractor should be liable for the fence. Said no permit needed.
Yeah, you know what?
I agree.
I do too.
To get to that is going to cost a lot of money. I'm going to have to hire an attorney, and that's going to cost probably just as much as the fence. So
we're just gonna let it go. We're gonna get done what we need to get done.
We're not litigious people,
yeah.
But they should pay for the fence.
Speaking of pickleball,
but getting them to pay for the fence is one thing.
Speaking of pickleball.
Oh yeah, good segue.
Before we go, we're having our Pride promotion through the end of the month. That means you buy a paddle, one of our Rick and Kelly show pickleball Party Town paddles, and you'll get a free box of balls.
Get some balls, some pink balls.
Buy one paddle, get 3 balls free.
Yep, there you go.
There's 3 balls in a box. So you order this with a beautiful cover, and then you get this that comes with it. All you gotta do is buy the paddle, and I put the balls in the box.
He does, and I deliver them.
Sometimes I put 2 boxes of balls.
I'm the one who takes them to the post office.
And we know what happened today when that happened. Sometimes you put 3 paddles and 3 boxes of balls in a box. Oh.
Don't be mean to me.
Oh, I'm not mean. Love you.
He's not mean to me. He's nice to me.
Oh, so just go to pickleballpartytown.store and order your paddle and get a free box of balls.
Wait, I have one thing to share because somebody said they love hearing about my friends. I'm not going to name names.
Okay.
But you guys got to hear this Orange County wacky doodle-ness.
Let me settle in for the ride.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Because I told my friends today.
Can you tell this story in 5 minutes or less?
I think I can.
Okay.
So I have a friend, and they're two guy friends, okay?
Oh, you're not going to tell that story.
Yeah, I'm not going to say their names.
I would not tell that story.
Why not?
I
It's
just
so
wouldn't do
juicy
it.
and so
You know
good.
what? We'll tell it on Patreon.
Because no one knows who these
We're going to
people
tell
are.
it on Patreon. It's a great tease.
Okay, we'll talk about it on Patreon.
We're going to share that story on Patreon because those people subscribe and they deserve special favors.
Okay.
They deserve the good stuff. Not that you don't, but the really good stuff. This is an incredible story.
This story, you guys, when I talk about movie material, Orange County
Yeah.
stuff,
Oh my God.
this is...
Or a Black Mirror.
This is the most incredible story I have ever heard or seen from wacky Orange County.
Coming up this week, episode 96 of The Rick and Kelly Show on patreon.com. Subscribe today. Starts at $5. You have access to all 95 episodes already completed. New content every week, including this great story on episode 96. We hope you guys enjoyed this smash and have a smash-tastic day.
Yay! Happy hump day.
Let's go to the
it's
beach.
almost over.